What's going on, everybody? Jared here, Dex and Dice. There's the thing. And here is the beautiful street we are located on. Just kind of wanted to do a shop tour to let everyone know that, we are doing okay. Everything is going according to plan. Like, the last video was not me trying to be like, oh, fuck everybody else and we're going under or any of that dumb shit. Like, it wasn't. It was really just I had that, like, week and a day or whatever reflection time after my arm surgery, and I don't know, I guess I just started reliving things in my head and so forth, like someone with, anxiety typically does, which I do have, but anyways, moving on. And, like, just the comparisons of, like, my little shop versus everyone else's shit, And I guess it just kind of, like, poked at me just right to be like, well, what the fuck? So, just wanted to do a little shop walkthrough, introduce people to the shop that may not know about us or who have never been here. And for those of you that come here all the time, then, I'm sorry, I'm showing you shit that you already know exists. So, yeah. Nothing too fucking fancy, really. It looks a lot bigger when you get in because it's a little deceptive. It's pretty deep. That's what she said. But, so we've got, like, we got 3 Warhammer tables. We did have 4, but I messed one up because that's just how I roll sometimes. Accidents happen. Tables to play your cards at, little dice case, which admittedly is not as much as I'd like, but, like, realistically, man, it's hard to keep up with inventory when there's a nonstop roll of shit coming out from, anything, to be honest with you. And there's the tabletop RPG section. You've got your fingers, ow, your D&D shit, your non-D&D shit. Like, I know everyone kind of probably wants to yell at me for continuing to buy non-D&D shit, but there's just a small part of me that's like, hey man, there's other stuff out there. If you really just don't like what WotC is doing with D&D, there are alternatives. Give the alternatives a shot. A lot of them actually run off of not necessarily 100% the 5e system, but it's close, so, like, the transition is not going to be painful. Good old Warhammer. But, we got little accessories and all that shit, and this is literally just going to be a huge rambling video of me walking around like a tard, because I have nothing to really bitch about as far as a ramblings video, so this is going to be the ramblings video. Our small little Warhammer section, other stuff for your minis and all. Our our Warhammer League leaderboard up there, and then our fucking wall of Gundams. So if you like Gundams, please come by and buy some Gundams. They're always 10% off. So it's either 10 or 15. I think it's 10. I can't remember everything, but and then there's actual, like, terrain and everything for you to play your Warhammer shit on. Most of this is not the shops, it's just the people who play that come here and leave their terrain to, use. And it is what it is. Hiccup. But yeah, like I was initially saying, that the video prior to this was not we're failing, shit's dying, all that good stuff. It was literally just this is why we aren't, as far as I'm concerned, this is why we aren't where everyone else thinks we should be. And it's just, that's a thing. Like, this is also one of my personal favorite things. Shout out to Heather for making the graphics and stuff for me to be able to actually make these mats. But yeah, and little coloring doodle by my daughter. If you want to know what time it is. One of my personal favorite sayings, and then, there's always that. So, yeah, but again, not going under, nothing. Just wanted to show you guys a tour of the shop and babble like a little bitch from time to time. Ryan, I'm finally getting to your damn binders. Leave me alone. Our refrigerator, it's pretty much do whatever the hell you want to do. There's the prices. Start a tab. Clear your shit off at the end of the day and carry on with life. Oh no, if you get me for a drink or two, I'll never recover from that. So if you've ever done that before, congrats. I don't give a shit. Same as like our dollar binder and box system. Like, I know I've sold shit out of these that are more than $1, but oh no, I'll never financially recover from that. If you think you got one over on the shop, congratulations. I hope you feel that way. I don't give a shit. It's not like you took me for $30 fucking. You probably took me for $2, maybe $3. So, and that's the general consensus with any shop that has dollar binders and shit like that. More little tables up here. Just random accessories, wall, play mats. I sell pretty much all of my play mats for like $20 a pop. I don't really care what the hell they are. Small wall of bulk. Just kind of there. By all means, peruse through it. 2 bathrooms. Men's is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Women's is the Android 18. We have a big ass TV up there for when we do our Tekken locals and shit. People can just watch people get their asses whooped. Display cases, magic singles, other random stuff. We got a little bit of Pokemon. We don't do a singles or anything, just sealed. Because the sealed market kind of, at least with us, was kind of shitty. You had a lot of people around here who saw the card go over $3 and had a shit fit and didn't want to buy anything, or it was, and I mean no offense by this whatsoever, but like, you had people come in with their kids and it was like, now you've got a $2 limit, little Johnny, and just whatever. So I decided to axe doing singles with that shit, and we just do sealed. It's a lot easier, less of a headache, and anyone who does ask about singles, I usually refer them to the other default.exe shop. Like, I do that all the time. Again, in that last video, no, I was not ragging on default.exe shop. I send people to him all the time. Just like I send people to other shops around me all the fucking time, because why not? Like, I guess technically I'm competition, but I'm not. I want people to get what the hell they want to get and be happy. Even if it's not from me, just, fucking be happy, get your shit and go. So yeah, going back around the counter, I mean, it's a little dirty, it's a little lived in, but that's just kind of the aesthetic of the shop, man. We're kind of controlled chaos. It's going to be a little bit loud because the huge ass damn AC system, but we're going into the back room where it's, dirty, clusterfuck, all that good stuff. This is where the most of the sorting and the magic happens. There's our fucking big ass wall of bulk right there, and kind of a half-ass sorting table. Just a general catch-all there. Couch over there if anyone needs to take a fucking nap or a sit down. Chairs back here for shits and giggles. Lights I use for the videos. This is a big old clusterfuck area of, another catch-all of singles and shit that I haven't gone through yet. Our online stuff, that's our online inventory. Like, that's all of it right there. So, that's our crappy little inventory system for online stuff. It's pretty much by set for most of the crap we were able to separate, and, new sets that we opened and separated. That's just the other random catch-all bullshit that's been traded in that's, online. We got our little to be filed piles over here, some other random binders that are just like Force of Will, Digimon, stuff like that, stuff that doesn't have a lot of cards to require something like that. You know, don't read into that because that's not well, no, that one's accurate, but the two red binders we basically use for the most current set that just launched. So that way, whenever we get orders and stuff, we know that, hey, if it's a new set, it's in that red binder. Don't even bother looking in the boxes. You know, most of the time there are some things that happen. But, yeah, this is the shop, man. Like, it was a restaurant at one time, and yeah, that's fully functional, which is pretty badass in those nice little, like, fall, spring days when I can just open up the shop door and turn that on, and it just, you know, sucks air through here. Mini fridge, like, you know, it's this is the shop. That little small, the extension, small little side room of just random other bullshit. Like, there's some bulk that I bought that I still gotta process. But yeah, there's our lockers. The ones that are open, they know what the hell they're doing. I'm not responsible for that shit. So, you know, there's our lockers. We have lockers to rent in case you get tired of carrying your shit to and from your house. But, you know, yeah, that's the shop tour. So, you know, whenever I whine, bitch, and complain about, you know, people spending money and all that good stuff, like, it's for a reason. Like, this shit doesn't pay for itself. You know, I have to generate some sort of revenue from everything that I sell, everything that goes on in here. I have to make something off of to keep this place going. When I ask people about the Patreon or plug the Patreon, like, yeah, I get it. Ha 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 ha, you small motherfucker. You're not shipping stuff out to people, XYZ. Like, I get it. It's a Patreon geared towards locals. And that is my main focus, is locals. Like, you know, Mr. Jim Bob Bo out in fucking Illinois or something might buy from me a couple of times or whatever, but my locals, my repeat customers, they're the ones that keep this shithole alive. So yeah, I focus on that. But yeah, so anyways, back to the money thing. That's why, you know, we have a Patreon and stuff, so that way locals can be like, well, man, you know, I really can't spend hundreds of dollars here every week or month or whatever, but here's $10. You know, not only do you kind of help support the shop, but you get a 10% discount on the new shit that you buy. Or, you know, here's like $20. You get the, you know, 10% discount. You get to use all of your store credit towards the purchase of new shit and other stuff. Like, there's different tiers. The link will be in the comment section, you know, so, like, go check it out. Also, follow us, subscribe, like us, whatever, on all the other social media shits that we have that you might have. I would love to hit ad revenue status on these just so I can have another revenue stream. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't care if you never watch any of the videos or if you never interact with posts or whatever. Like, just help us bump up our presence so we can get some ad revenue coming into this motherfucker. Like, for those of you that have been coming here all the time, you know that I'm not just going to take that money and run. I'm not just going to pay myself thousands of dollars a month. It's going to get dumped right back into this bitch, and everything is going to increase, like, in quality drastically. I mean, that's just kind of what I do. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it. I just wanted to do a little walkthrough video, you know, show everyone who may be wondering if I'm just some retard that just talks shit in a basement somewhere. No, it's literally in that back room right there. That's where I talk shit. That's where I do my ramblings videos. And to just show people that if you do sign up for the Patreon or whatever, you're supporting a legitimate shop. You know, we have people that come here constantly. We have regulars. We have a solid fucking community of good people that come here, and I want this shithole to stay here for as long as humanly possible, to give them a place to come and just be themselves, you know? That's kind of really all that I've ever wanted. But in order to do that, not to keep beating a dead horse, it requires money. So yes, I'm going to harp on the come in, spend money, bring friends, spend money, you know, help us remain here. So, anywho, I guess that's really about it. Just check out the Patreon, come by, check us out, hang out. You know, there's all sorts of different ways that you can just help out the shop. Word of mouth, like I said, spread the word, sign up, blah, blah, blah. Like, follow, sub, all that good stuff on here. On Rumble, we have X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. We have an Instagram. We even have a Threads. Like, we're pretty much everywhere. And, yeah, just, I'm e-begging, I suppose. You know, just help us get this shit more off the ground. And, yeah, I guess that's really about all I can ask. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you have a great rest of your week. And as I always like to say, life is not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard. I'll see you guys in the next video.